All right, now rug is out, and kind of a mixed bag of rust going on here. And this is where all the water was on the passenger side. The insulation under the carpet was completely soaked. This was like a puddle over here. There's a hole here, but the rest of this part seems pretty solid. This back part here, there's a hole here and here. I'm gonna have to wire brush this down, see how solid or not it is. Hopefully I can just make some little patches. Driver's side, there's a hole on the side, but the bottom part's pretty good. And again, the front, pretty good, except when you get towards the front. And also, my main concern is over here. There's some holes under the seat brackets here and here. The seat bracket is rotted out. That's more concerning because it's dealing with multiple layers. I really don't want to take off this cross member, but maybe I can just separate the seat brackets, take those off, and see if I can just weld in some metal patches. There's also a crazy hole up here, which I was not expecting. But like I said, underneath the carpet, the insulation was just soaked everywhere. So it's already smelling much better in here now that I got that out. So there's the carpet. Hopefully you can salvage the carpet, but the insulation is it's really trashed. Okay, so the area under this seat brace is gone. It's all rotted out. So my plan is to get this seat brace up. I'm going to try to bend it up a little bit so I can slip some new clean metal under here. But of course it's fighting me. I drilled out spot welds, and with an air chisel I'm trying to break it free. So I think I'm almost there. So the worst of the rust is all out. Combination of air chisel, cut off wheel, and body saw. Got it done. I got some pieces of metal. I'm gonna attempt to weld it in here. So that will be next. We'll see how that goes. So here's what I think I learned today. I'm very bad at welding. After about an hour, I finally got the hang of it and got some good penetration on these welds. They're really ugly looking, but you know, I stepped on it and it seems I stepped on it and it seems solid. You know, again, we're not going for show quality here. We're trying to get this car solid and back on the road, so this is one step towards that. I got my first patch in. It took me forever, so I need a little piece to fill in the blank over here, and a piece for here and for here. Up here, I don't know. I think I'm going to use the thinner gauge metal. It's easier to bend. Another thing I learned is the metal to metal contact has to be really tight. If there's any kind of gap, even like a 1/16, at least this welder I have, this Harbor Freight welder, it won't bridge that gap. So I had to hammer a lot, and you know, I have a terrible selection of vice grips. I really should have got some better vice grips or clamps to pinch everything tight. I had to play with the settings. on the welder a lot of times. I ended up finding was good was the minimum power and the wire feed of around 3 seemed to be the ticket. This is 16 gauge metal, 16 gauge steel. So first one is done. I'll come back out another day and hopefully get the others in. This was probably the hardest piece, I hope, first, because I don't know if I could take another piece like this. See what comes next. My idea of doing spot welds isn't really working out, so all these little spot weld holes that I drilled, I'm just using these screws, these self-drilling screws, putting screws in here and there where it's sticking up, trying to get it down flat, and then I'll just do like this overlap weld. Some are working okay, others not so great. So clean, try again. Get the wire brush here. I put this new welding wire. I got this Lincoln. Originally I was using the welding wire that came with the Harbor Freight welder, which was 030. I got some 030 by Lincoln, and it seems to be a little bit better. It splatters probably a little bit less. I'm having a little bit better results with this piece than the first piece. Now that I have all the patches in for this section, under this brace, under this seat bracket, I'm just trying to get this piece back into place. It's fitting good back here, but then I have some gaps over here. So I'm just trying to do what I can to bend some of this patch metal down so I can get this as flush as possible.